every +6, every pig. This is AFL Fantasy Live with the Traders. Now, here are your hosts, Roy, Calvin, and Warnie.
G'day with the Traders. Thanks to Sportsbet, I'm Roy. I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
Coach of the Warn Dogs.
And Calvin.
Coach of Calvinator.
Boys, another exciting
yes.
night for teams. Like,
it is.
Unfortunately, there's been a little bit of bad news already, which that's not cool. But we're just hoping that the carnage is minimal going into this week's
I'm going to say
round.
it's not bad news. We know now, which is what's important
That's a
about it.
positive.
So Thursday afternoon, we know that we do not have Clayton Oliver playing this week. So we don't have to wait until that Sunday and being a game day decision when...
Oh, were you worried about that?
Yeah.
Being named and then...
Yeah.
He worries about everything, though.
Well,
Roy.
you've got to, as a fantasy coach that takes their game as seriously as I do.
However, he's the second most expensive player available.
Can do whatever I want with him.
can
See,
do
that's the
whatever
problem.
you want.
Warnie gets his first injury of the year and the dude's top
How have
dollar.
I had my first injury for 18 weeks?
That's true. You have.
No, it's been
Whereas
amazing run.
I get an injury to Bruce
Every week.
and he's not worth anything.
You get an injury to Bruce every time he plays.
Yeah.
You
Or
certainly
suspension or something like that. Wonder if we'll hear his name tonight.
But
Well, that's a chance.
I think we do.
We do?
I think we definitely
Could you
hear
bring
it.
him back in?
No, I'm okay there.
Can
at the
you
moment.
please do it?
Yes, I can. Later on, when Grundy comes back, I'm more than happy to go Darcy Cameron back to the juice. I am.
Back to the juice. All right.
Right, so that is news that we've got out of there.
Yes.
Some other news that we do know about big dogs that aren't playing. So Rich and Zorko aren't playing for the Lions, so they're not coming back in this week. They missed last week as well. But we do have some fresh meat, boys. We've got a little bit going on. So let's start with Jai Cully. We just found out that then from the Eagles that he's a mid-forward, 190k, and he basically, came in the mid-season draft, and he's been playing for in the Waffle.
In the Waffle.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I've got his numbers here,
Right,
Doc.
you do, Cal.
He's had it last few weeks. He had a 69, a 61, and a 92.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, that transition, it's not always going to be easy, is it? And he took a couple of weeks to find his feet.
Yeah.
But now he's obviously ready to go because his season prior to that that got him drafted had been sensational.
So got the mid-forward status, 190k. So if you need to go down, that's probably the number one guy.
I think so.
The number two guy could then be Ash Johnson for Collingwood. So he's got straightforward status. He's 190k as well. So his numbers there in the VFL, Cow.
Yeah, so in his last two, he's gone like an 83 and a 74.
Yep.
Thing is I like about him, he's a 24-year-old. We like these mature age.
Mature
age. Yes.
Being dried out for a
you
while,
Yeah,
Cow.
we love that.
Mature mate.
So 24-year-old, but he's only a straightforward. That's his downfall, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, do we think Cully
I think
plays
that's where
more
it's at.
games, possibly?
Well, he's playing for the Eagles.
There you go.
Yeah. There's
Job
your answer.
security is way stronger. And extra flexibility.
Yeah.
And the other one there is Tyler Sonsi. You'll pay a few more dollars for him, straight mid.
I just don't think we have to do it now.
No.
We've been given our option, our obvious option,
Yeah.
and that's what we take.
Right. Okay, so they're our players. So you blokes will both get Cully because you need to this week, don't you?
Yes, I do need a downgrade option. So he's the one we've sort of been waiting for the last few weeks to get a look at. So no reason to look anywhere else, I don't think.
So you need that little bit of extra coin. We'll go to trades later. But you need that little bit extra coin to make some improvements, Destroy?
I do. So we're all now at luxury upgrade season, we'll call it. I've still got a rookie on the ground, but it's Dacos.
Oh, no, he's...
So that's not considered my weakest link, especially considering the position he's in. So looking across my team, I look for the weakest link at the moment.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's probably my favourite player. It's Cripper.
Cripper.
So it hurts to do, but
it
I'm going to
does.
have to do it. It's costing me, I don't know, up to 40 points a game, let alone I could be getting a potential captain.
That's exactly right.
So this is a point of the season where we might be making these sideways shuffles, these luxury trades. So, Cripps is the one for you. I think we're all three of us are trading out Cripps.
100%.
Feels horrible. At least that will skyrocket him into like his early season form. If we all trade him out,
if you're holding or have to hold.
Exactly.
That's a
It's the
good
He
thing.
had
time
his
to do
chance
it.
last week. Eagles, he was back home for himself.
Did you know? I fired a little fourth quarter rocket at him.
Oh,
Good.
worked.
Good.
Do you know it did? So he had 40 points in 9 minutes,
Oh, wow.
but then he slowed up again. But he just
Smith
showed
Duncan-like.
that he can still do that. So that early season form, it's still somewhere in the big bull.
Some big quarters last week.
There were.
So
Now, the teams will drop very shortly here, boys. But, Cal, you've got a little fish over there. What are you doing? You've been on holidays or something.
no, we got to send a postcard, dog.
That's nice, isn't it?
That's nice.
Oh,
That's one of
that's
those
a nice thing to do.
It's one of those nice little 3D ones. We like gifts, so send them in.
that?
Like a postcard.
Yeah, so this is from Andy Bombers.
Oh,
He's a legend.
Andy.
He's a bit of a
Andy
legend.
from Traralgon. He is a
Hamilton
legend.
Island. Hamilton Island.
Wouldn't that be nice to be doing at the moment?
Yeah. Thanks,
Yes.
Andy.
We have to wait till our post-season, dog.
Yes.
For our festivities. Now, I don't have any squirts.
Oh,
this
yeah,
week.
that's disappointing, Roy.
No, I was on the Clayton Oliver one
were
early,
you?
thanks to, but he hadn't been confirmed. He
Yes.
wasn't Team Awesome source yet, so I couldn't go early with that. But there is a ring of rumour.
Oh.
What's this about Dunkley?
Yeah.
not
So
training?
Dunkley didn't
okay.
train. Now, this is my concern with someone that doesn't train, not their injury.
No.
It's going, someone's not at the club. Is there a little bit of little sniffle?
COVID.
Oh,
Well, COVID. Or it could be illness as well.
straight
Because
up
illness is there.
Okay. I didn't
That's
know where you were
happening
going
a
with
fair
that.
bit. No,
Influenza?
exactly.
God, well, if he's down, your mate's down.
Trelaw?
Yeah.
I know. Imagine both of them. They're both...
That's a high-risk move by you in this
You know what?
world that we currently live in.
Did not even think about it at the time.
you should have.
I know, I definitely should have.
Used
Especially
to
when
think
a lot of
about
people have been
stuff.
talking about having actually all 6 of your forwards being Bulldogs.
Oh,
because you
imagine
could
that.
Potentially have
They
that.
all wiped
They
out.
could all be there.
Unbelievable.
Happened to the
scenes.
Lions last week, so
Well,
it
it
can happen
did,
to
didn't it?
anyone.
Well, let's get ourselves going for this round with the teams. Friday night, Bulldogs and St Kilda. The outscan him. No. He's not there.
Who?
Dunkley. So he's still
Oh,
in.
thank
Right, good.
goodness.
So
I was waiting for it to
they're
load.
in. So Bailey Smith is back after his suspension there, the 2 weeks for his headbutt and then the 2 weeks for being naughty as well. So Baku Kamis is back in.
Okay.
Josh Bruce and Lachlan McNeil, otherwise known as Lockie for most people, I reckon. Anthony Scott's out injured. Bedendo has been omitted, but they do have a couple of health and safety
Oh,
protocols.
goodness
Okay.
me. That is a worry.
Shaki and Hunter.
That's a concern.
And Robbie McComb, who was the Medi-sub last
Goodness
week, is
me.
named as an out. St Kilda, their ins, Patton, Sharman and Burns.
Who earns?
They're outs. Long has been omitted. Joyce has been omitted. Windhager is out with health and safety protocols. So it's been an emergency for a lot of coaches I've been seeing
Yep.
across the weekends. And Seb Ross is also out with health and safety protocols.
Oh, dear.
Look, there's a couple of worries there.
Oh, yes.
One, Lockie Hunter frees up a wing for McRae.
Oh,
That's a worry.
no.
Shaky's
Midfield.
been pushing forward. That's hanging out in Dunkley's territory.
Yep. It's not good.
All right, playing on then. Where's our
McRae is
next one?
named on the wing too.
Oh, there you go.
1:45 is when we're going to see games start on Saturday afternoon. There's 2 of them. The first one we'll talk about is the Adelaide Crows at Adelaide Oval, which is then half an hour before Cow, which we'll need to adjust our clocks when we go to Adelaide because that's 1:15 their time.
Okay.
Crows. Murphy, Hinge and McAdam come in. Matt Crouch has been omitted.
What?
Again. Haley's been omitted as
Has
well.
he?
Crows are flying,
Jackson.
mate.
Jimmy
Crows are flying.
Rowe has been omitted and Ben Davis is the Medi-sub. For Collingwood, they're bringing in Ash Johnson, as we mentioned before, the 190k forward, with Darcy Moore back after that knee. So he only missed the week
That's
for that one.
good. That's a
and Bianco as well. Their outs include Quainer, who's out with health and safety protocols, Henry, who has been omitted, Taylor Adams with that concussion, and Tyler Brown, who was the Medi-sub.
Henry's been good.
Yeah,
He's
he
been really
has.
good for him.
Bit of health and safety floating around.
Okay.
I don't like that.
No, I know you don't.
Other 1:45 game, so we'll have a couple going on. So hopefully your scores are ticking over, which is always nice when you've got a couple of games. Some people
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like games being,
No.
crossing over and that, but it's nice when you've got more players that can be floating through. So for the GWS, Iden Hopper is back. Good for my keeper league that's been sitting with him for a long time.
Thanks for
and
the update.
Riccardi, well, I need it. We're in finals now too. For
Are we?
keeper league, yes. Oh, I am.
Oh.
You blokes are. Riccardi. Now, their outs are Kennedy injured. Brown has been omitted, even though he died a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, my God.
Lockie Whitfield is out injured. There it is, Cow. And Phil Davis out injured. Right.
That
might
guy.
explain that 40.
Yeah, I hope
Now,
it does.
plans have changed.
Wow.
Cripper lives.
Look, when we saw that 40, there was always the fear
Yes.
that there was a reason.
Yeah.
Is it an excuse? I don't know what it is, but that is a nightmare.
Brisbane Lions, they're ins. They've got a few back. So Archie, McStay, Gardner, Harris Andrews, Kitty Coleman, and Noah Answorth. Their outs include Carter Michael, who after his debut is out. Madden omitted as well. Tunstall omitted. Marcus Adams injured. Oscar McInerney's out with health and safety protocols. Ryan Lester omitted, and Tom Fullerton has been omitted. If you need to jump on a ruck in your in one of your draft leagues, get on Fort.
Yes,
no Juicy Prusy.
No Juicy.
No
in
Juicy.
That Juicy matchup.
Here's an emergency though, Cow.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. All right. At 4:35, North Melbourne are playing Richmond at Marvel Stadium. Cow, you're off to that one, aren't
I am
you?
off to that one, unfortunately.
Jason Horn-Francis
Awesome.
is back for North, and Charlie Lazzaro's been omitted with Jack Marnie, the Medi sub. Well, bounce back game for him, Cow. Sacked coach.
Yeah.
Did you put your hand up for it?
Can't even manage captain's dog.
No, that is true. Richmond have got Josh Gibkiss, Flostone, Bolter, Cochin and Sonsi, as we mentioned before, in for their debut. Now, they're outs. Soldo's out injured, and so is Tom Lynch. But that means, and there is no Nank there, so Nank's playing. Arts has been omitted, Castagna has been omitted, Maurice Rioli has been omitted, and Thompson Dow omitted. So they've culled a few players there after their loss on the buzzer. Right, where am I at?
You're into the 7:25 game, dog.
7:25 game, which is Carlton and Geelong. Liam Stocker is in for Josh Honeys, who's been omitted, and Lockie O'Brien. Now, for Geelong, Jake Kolajasny is back, where we've got Jed Buse managed and Quinton Narkle. So nothing there to stress anyone about. For Fremantle, it is Blake Acres and Heath Chapman back in. Ethan Hughes omitted, Nathan Wilson omitted, and Liam Hendry was a Medi sub. For Sydney, Tom Hickey comes in. That's their swap for Laddams, who is out with that hand, or whatever happened with that, and Harry Cunningham, who was the Medi sub. So there's our Saturday games.
Okay.
Whitfield, obviously. There's
Shocking.
our
That's
big
not
one.
good.
That's
really bad.
great
We
news.
can't
a little bit of
afford
a-
another one now.
Oh, it's a little bit of a blessing.
But it's not, because unlike Oliver, what we were talking about before, he's not top dollar.
No.
He's low.
You need to rob a bank. Yeah.
Nothing to do with that guy.
Wow.
Oh, it's just bad.
Keep rolling on.
All right, let's look at Sunday, and we'll look at Hawthorn and West Coast. So Hawthorn, they've brought in Jai Sarong, who may debut, Hardigan and Will Day for West Coast. So they're bringing back quite a few here. Witho, Callum Jamison,
Yes, 7-point Jamo.
Yes.
Jackson Nelson, Jai Cully to debut, and Jamie Cripps and Xavier O'Neill. So that's so you'd expect maybe that Jamison does play.
You'd think so.
Although Bailey Williams is named in the ruck, so we might see that because Nick Nat is out.
They'll play together, those two.
Petruccelli is out injured, and Willie Rioli, personal reasons. Let's look at the next one, which is 3:20 Melbourne and Port Adelaide. That's in Alice Springs at Traeger Park. So Tomlinson, Melksham, Cade Chandler, Luke Dunstan, Sam Wiedemann, and Trent Rivers come in, and our outs. Clayton Oliver is out. Harrison Petty with health and safety protocols. My mate Jake Bowie has been omitted.
So they couldn't tell them apart, so they've just gone, what you
This
both
is like
miss.
the opposite of the Mackay twins,
Aren't
where
they playing
never
at the
play.
Red Centre
They-
too? I thought they would have been both keen as to be out there, and he's gone and omitted
Oh, poor
one.
old Jake Bowie. This would have been great for him.
Wouldn't it?
They would have
The
gone,
making
hey,
of
coach,
him.
I'm right to play.
Yeah.
And he'll go in the guts. No.
He could have led the team
Oh.
out through the banner.
The gift that keeps on
He
giving.
could have
is
taken
funny.
the coin toss.
Couldn't he?
Hell, Bowser.
Oh, the planets aligned. And
Port Adelaide. Bonner,
can't believe
Motlop, McKenzie, and Dersmer all coming in squad. Jed McKenty gets omitted. And then finally, Bombers and the Suns playing in the great time slot of 4:40 on Sunday afternoon. Waterman, Menzie, and Redmond coming in. So Jai Menzie may make his debut. Now, we have for the Suns, Malcolm Rose is out injured, but then they've come into their squad. They've got Darcy McPherson, Isaac Rankin, Jai Farah, and Oleg Markov. Right.
That's a disaster, actually,
It is.
because
Yeah, it is.
like, so from a
a
personal
concern.
perspective, right? I've hit 100 from a captain once in 5 weeks.
Yep.
It's just disgusting. And it's partly my fault for not having the inform big dogs. Like,
Yes.
for some reason, I've tiptoed around them. I had none. So this week, I was just biting the bullet and getting one in so I can have a decent captain as well.
Yes.
Yep.
How many times? This is the second time this year Whitfield
Yeah.
has absolutely wrecked us. He's done it year after year.
Never again.
And we'll go next year. They will go, he's got a 40 in that. He's actually got 2 40s in it.
Wow.
We'll say he's underpriced.
He's still averaging 90. He's owned by 29% of coaches. So it will affect a lot of people here.
This is unreal. So what you have to do with him, there's no chasing value in defence. You're just going to have to get him up to
A big dog.
the Dohertys, the Sinclairs, people in that area, that range, aren't you?
You're going to need some coin, though. So he's 753,000.
It's going to require a significant downgrade. I didn't say it wouldn't.
You want to get to Doc, you are going to need a good... Wow, gee, it's not that much. It's like 160
Yeah,
odd.
see, that's doable.
You can get to Doc.
We've got rookies to cull at the moment, surely.
I
This
think
is
so.
disaster for the Warn Dogs.
So out of the big boys at the
it's
top,
not.
Roy, you got the rolling 22 sort of half in your head, as always.
Yeah.
When you wake up, that's all you think about.
It never leaves my head.
So Doherty has to be the number one target.
He is.
Okay. What about Sinclair or Jordan Dawson then?
Yeah, it is like splitting hairs
Yeah.
at the moment. I've got a big decision to make with, I've got the next roll on 22 coming out next week.
Ooh.
And I tell you what, this week's game is significant. I'll be watching those two like a hawk because they are very hard to split at the moment. But all 3 names that you just mentioned are prime targets. If you don't have one of them, that's the man you're looking
So
at.
Whitfield has a hip flexor that he's been managing for in recent weeks. I'll
challenge
on
that.
the Giants website.
Thing is, though, if you want value, Roy,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a name
Well, this is what I need.
to consider.
Yeah.
He's actually cheaper than Whitfield, and it's Bailey Dale.
Right. I like it too.
You like
a
that?
lot.
Now, his run is amazing for defenders.
Okay.
So, on the scale of hardness, that's where I'm that's where I'm sort of plugging at the moment. So, out of the 3 easiest teams for defenders to score against, he meets 2 of them in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
One
the
being
scale
Melbourne.
of hardness is a bit more successful than your captain picks lately.
It's slightly better,
All right,
yes.
so the thing is then, is he coming up against any potential tags because he had his numbers lowered significantly?
Not from St Kilda and not from Melbourne, I wouldn't think.
Right.
So they're games where he could have double-figure marks. I would not do this.
Okay.
However, if you're looking for a straight swap option for Whitfield, he is cheaper.
Salem would be cheap at the moment too,
He would,
wouldn't he?
Yes,
Yep.
very
So
cheap.
he'd be another guy off the top of my head that would be half worth looking at. But I'm still sticking by it. You need to get to the top.
It's an
Badly.
issue.
It's a massive issue. And it's just it's again one of the nothing moves because he's not worth enough.
Yeah. Salem is about 100k less.
Yeah, so
Wow.
There you go. It's interesting.
Coming off a 72 and a 104.
Issue for him, like defenders though, haven't been very good against Port Adelaide, so that's a concern.
They're ranked as one
There's
of the
gonna
hardest
be-
teams, dog.
Well, they'd be red on the
They
scale.
are
of
red
hardness,
on the
wouldn't they,
scale.
Cal?
And red means hard. So
There's
pretty
going to
simple.
be a lot of extra ball available down there, though, because Bowie won't be taking all those possessions.
Yeah.
Well, they're the teams.
You're listening to the official AFL Fantasy Podcast. This is the Gold Diggers, thanks to Sportsbet. Conditions apply. Gamble responsibly. 1-800-858-858.
Calvin, you got a winner last week.
Got it again.
Added $125 to our donation to Fight M&D as part of our Bet with Mates group. So you can head to sportsbet.com.au. You can start your group bet together and share the moment. Now, Roy, you are up this week.
Why not just give it back to me?
No, because I'm really confident.
Okay.
Let's start with a Friday. Same game multi.
All right, sounds good. I'm going the Bulldogs to win.
Yep.
Brad Hill, 20 or more disposals. Jack Sinclair, trade target, 25 or more disposals. And Jack Steele, 25 or more disposals. So that's coming in at $4, so I'll put $25 on that.
I do like Sinclair there. That $1.42 for 25 or more. That's what he does.
He does.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
25's there. And surprise me though, Man of Steel is basically the same price for 25.
Yeah.
I know
Bargain.
tackles don't count in your possessions, but he'll tackle and then
I think
get
Hold
them
the
hold the
ball.
ball.
Free
and
kick.
I think they're both walk-up 25s, to be honest.
Yeah, and
There
it
you
could
go.
be an open game, that one, I reckon, against the Bulldogs. So there could be disposal central. Maybe.
Okay.
Let's hope so. Let's look at your Saturday goal kicker special, Roy.
All right. Starting with Darcy Cameron, who he's got an amazing ability to
Yes, he
push
does.
forward and kick goals. He's so good. Cornelio getting it done everywhere. Goldie, another one who pushes forward for a snag. Danger is looking good, and Nat Fife as well. Now, that is coming in. This is my chaser.
Yeah.
At $8.
That's 5 legs.
Yeah.
It's all right.
That's a bit extreme.
I think it's look at the names in it, though.
However, you're right.
They
They'd be
all
fun to
sneak
watch.
forward.
They have all been slotting a few, so.
Oh, that's exactly right.
I like it,
Let's
Roy.
go.
You can find Bet with Mates in the Sportsbet app. Start your group, bet together and share the moment. Conditions apply. For more details, see sportsbet.com.au. As always, gamble responsibly.
Okay.
Confidence.
Look,
Where is
confidence. Confidence is up there. It's okay.
Can I just say something?
Yes, say it.
Look, I am really struggling in this department.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm following your stuff.
Yep.
Captain.
But I don't have those big guys. And this is going to happen again this week.
Oh, no.
Like, so I'll be looking at Calvin's captain. I don't get to shop at the top.
Yeah.
I need you nailing 4, 5, 6 type guys
Okay.
as well.
Well, you don't really
Not
want
to
look
put
at
pressure on
You don't
them.
want to look at the top because the top is where I've been failing.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Like number 1
Yeah.
or 2 or 3.
Oh, well,
No,
yes.
2 or 3
I
have
have
been
had
good.
them.
All right, let's have a look at it then. So we are number 1 pick has to be Rory Laird.
Well, that's safe. At least you're not going out on a limb with this one.
Averaging 129 in his last 5. He's so far ahead of the pack here.
What's he going to do to it?
No. Hear me
I
out.
hope he does something now. I
Hear
can't
this.
get
You
him
can't get him.
anymore.
He's playing against Collingwood. Collingwood are
no.
the easiest team to score against over the last 5 weeks. I think it even goes back to like the last 7 weeks.
Right.
They are giving up points. Last year against him, he had a 131. The year before that, in COVID, a 174. Obviously, that was adjusted.
Lockie Whitfield.
He will go bananas. Now, because he plays...
not fair.
No. Because he plays first up on Saturday, you can vice-captain that. You won't need to.
No.
He's so good at the moment. Right. Now we're into the others, Roy.
Right.
Number 2
Let's go
is
shopping.
Brayshaw.
Damn it.
He is back home. He has...
You don't have him either, Roy.
This is what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't have good players.
Yeah, but
Just
these ones
realised
could
it.
be smashed by
So-
the Calvinator curse.
I know. That's
I
the
hope
worry.
so.
I've got them all. That's the issue.
Brayshaw, 144, 121 in his last 2, 118 against the Swans last year.
Right. Come on.
Number
what do we
3.
got? What do we got?
Number 3. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like a name that I would be normally saying.
No, I'll be taking it if I've got him.
It's Zach Merritt.
Yeah.
Right.
He's in good form.
No.
That's my whole team.
No.
2009.
His last 2 scores have been his season highs. So
Right.
127, 128. Even before that was a 118.
Was DP3 back?
No.
Right.
No.
That's
no.
good.
He's
He's-
still a couple away, I think, with that calf.
Yeah,
Against the Suns, under the roof. I think that's just a really good mate. But it's the last game of the round.
Are you going to that one?
No, I'm not going to that one. Essendon, mate. I'll try to go to Kangaroos and Tigers, mate. Jeez. Can't believe I'm getting dragged to that. Anyway, so if Laird is your vice-captain, I will be rolling it into a Zach Merritt last game Sunday.
Right.
Right.
And I'm a little bit nervous about it because after this, the captain options start running dry.
Okay.
All right. Keys, I love him.
I'll get. Oh no, I probably won't get him now.
Can't now, can you?
So Keys, just because he's in that matchup against Collingwood, his form, he's got at 117 in his last 3, heating up. Number 5, Jack Steele on Friday night.
Yep.
His form's elite, 121, 114, 124 in his last. However, the Dogs are the hardest team to score against this year.
Are they?
Yes, Dog, they are.
Wow.
What?
Surprised me.
Does that surprise you?
He's gone, Shane Watson. Bang! Challenge.
No, that's
He's
legit.
challenged.
Yeah, okay.
100% legit.
Callum Mills had 148 against them last week.
Yeah, and that was an anomaly.
Right.
Right. Cornelio Roy could be an option for you as well against
Okay.
Brisbane.
I'll take what I can
Brisbane
get.
are giving up quite a lot of points. So you could even vice-captain him
Yeah.
into your Zach Merritt.
This doesn't
Could you
sound
do it
nice.
after last week?
Yeah, who?
You can V him.
Yeah.
But no, you couldn't just put a C on it.
Who are we
after
talking
last
about?
week. Lockie.
No, you're not touching it.
67 he gave me.
And the issue with Lockie is he's actually...
However, when people had Callum Mills, when Calvin told him to pick him,
What do
he
you have?
bounced back all right.
He
100
bounced
point
back
bloody
very well.
turnaround.
That is a good point.
He did. So the thing is with Lockie is against GWS, in the past they have tagged him. Okay, they've used Perryman, although it didn't work. He had 143. But De Boer has also been tagged. Now, they're not playing.
Yeah, okay.
So he could be an option there for you as well, Roy.
Right. So we haven't seen Spike deploy a tagger.
No, we haven't.
It's been far more attacking.
However,
However.
they have tagged him in the past. Spike's aware of that. He sat in the coach's box
He
when they
has,
talked about it.
And he's seen it.
And he's seen what happened.
The Bombers They won
They won.
with him
By
tagged.
tagging.
Yes. So if
Caldwell,
I'm Spike,
the key to it all.
if I'm Spike, and geez, I could be if I wanted to be, really.
Yep.
I would be tagging Lockie
You
Neal.
do wear a
Right.
fair bit of
Wouldn't you?
gel in your
Yeah,
hair.
to spike up the old greys, dog.
Who would you do it with? Ash or something?
Ash.
Right.
And I think even during the
Okay.
week they talked about it.
Oh,
And they said it
really?
is an option. Yes.
It's been mentioned.
Yes.
Talked about.
It's been
happening
talked.
then.
Oh,
No, you can't do
I'm
it.
not
Yeah,
looking.
what's-
He doesn't even get the
Just
the
as I
V.
know, what's Ash averaging this year?
He's up around the 90 mark, I think.
Oh, breakout.
We need to. I know our mates, the draft doctors, they do a "You Suck" show where you clip up the little bad calls of the year. That has to be clubhouse leader.
Oh, we've said
It
worse
was
stuff
so
than that.
bold.
Yeah, 95.
He
Good
was
average.
a good player as a junior, entering his third year.
Gosh, you were so confident with
Wasn't I? And I'm confident on a lot of things.
it. It was as sneaky as dog though, because you didn't end up picking him.
No, I know. I just suggest him. I wrote about him in the record.
Averaging 68.6.
Ooh, next year breakout.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's getting himself cheap for next year.
He sure is.
Buys another preseason.
Feels good, eh? He's in the record.
All right. Can I just get back to this Whitfield thing?
Okay.
He's right up there with Prusy at the moment.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he'll be sitting up there in the box watching the game.
Yep.
Did you see Prusy on that vision?
Yes.
Like during the game?
Yeah.
Nearly hurt.
Crushed his head.
Crushed his skull.
Goodness me. He can't keep out of trouble. That
Anyway,
bloke.
that's captain's dog.
Yeah.
And
Well, thanks for nothing, really.
Thanks if you're still tuning in and listening to this after the last few weeks. Roy, what do you think you'll do with your captains?
Look, I'm very stressed, but I think I'll be bringing it home with merit,
yeah,
and I'll be chasing some God knows who with the VC
you could go with a Doherty. That's an interesting one.
if I can get up to it.
Yeah, if you can get there. So his last three against Geelong, 127, 117 and 102.
Remember
very
what you
good
did to
player.
him last time you suggested him as
Because he was my
captain?
number one. He started the
Oh.
run here.
He did too.
You know what someone said the other day? Since I've got the new music, things have
We
just
love
gone to
Catchings
water.
Great
O'Brien's
song.
I
crack.
love the song, but it's just jinxed me. But
Can't
this,
concentrate because it's a good song.
I know. However,
You just
Rory
listen to it and
Laird,
not actually do any research. You just pluck some numbers.
Rory Laird, mate, is a 140.
How can I do it? I
So
can't
give me
do
a
it.
little bit of a tip here, Calvin.
Okay.
Do I go Laird as VC into Andy Brayshaw, who's your number
Oh,
two?
what a nice luxury.
Yeah, you do.
Or do I go Jack Steele on Friday night into Laird?
No, you do what I say, and you go Laird into Brayshaw.
God,
That's how it
those
works.
Names.
Jack Steele against the hardest team to score against. Last year against them, they're talking
you said.
Bulldogs here, he had 84, and that was his second lowest score for the year.
So I shouldn't even pick him.
No, he's still okay. He'll be fine. However,
He's just flagging for you.
there are better vice-captain options for you. Other people, maybe not, because maybe other people's teams aren't as
like mine.
sweet as yours.
I want to play again.
I reckon I would have had a pretty good crack at the record. They were greatness.
She goes to the milk bar and comes out with 5 Heralds and I'm on the front.
It has been a privilege and a pleasure to spend time with the Centurions, getting to hear their stories in their words.
It was just a buzz of a place to be.
Well, it's exciting.
You take that conversion rate any day of the week.
Subscribe to the Centurions wherever you get your podcasts and keep clicking back to afl.com.au and the AFL Live app for another instalment with the game's greatest goal kickers.
Nothing wrong with a bit of me time.
6 weeks to go, boys. So in most leagues, you've got 2 more weeks of of home and away before the finals start for those final 4 rounds of the season. So a lot of moves here, as we've talked a little bit about on the podcast during the week. Make sure you go back and have a listen to that as well, because it was full of great content. But might be some of those luxury trades, might be those ones, just to get those guys that we want for the rest of the year. So we've got some questions, lots of questions from people all around here. So it will be, let's go with, what is the plan with your Clayton Oliver if you've got him? Where should you go?
You just go to the best guy that you don't have. If you don't have
Pay a
Laird,
bit more for Laird.
too right you do. If you don't have Laird, you need Laird. If you don't have Brayshaw, you get Brayshaw.
If you need a little bit of cash, though, to fix up
Yep.
Whitfield,
Yeah.
maybe how much is it to go down to Jack Steele or something like that?
Yeah, so you can get a few dollars for that, but I don't know if it'd give you a lot. That's the
okay.
thing. It's not giving you a heap of cash
Yeah.
through that. Cal, you've been talking actually about Mills over Steele. Is that still on your radar?
Yeah, I think it is. And that is affected by, I don't want to say it again, but scale hardness.
Yeah.
So Mills actually has, in the next 6 weeks, he comes up against Adelaide, North Melbourne, Collingwood. He will have a day out against those guys. Throw in there GWS as well, who give up a few points.
Another green team.
Whereas Jack Steele, he's got a tough one this week against the Bulldogs. Then he goes into West Coast, who are now better, Hawthorn, who are giving up the most this year, Geelong, Brisbane, Sydney.
Yep.
So as far as run home go, I think Mills has the better one.
God, they both look all right to
They
me.
do, they 100% they do.
We get to go and watch Steele
That
against
adds.
West Coast.
We're in a position this year where things like that, they can.
We trade
they can
around
dictate your
where we
moves
are.
a little bit.
Yeah, well, I want to see Sinclair, so he's got to be on my
Well,
radar
that's
as well. That would be nice.
Yes.
that might be how I
You
get a
will
Saint
love
too.
Optus Stadium.
Oh, goodness me!
Right, Sam Critter wants to know Laird or Steele. Steele adds to cash to get rid of a peanut next week.
Oh.
So
Goodness me!
You know who adds more cash to that would be Ben Keys.
could you?
Yes,
you wouldn't
you
go
could.
Ben Keys over Steele.
No,
Yes,
no.
you could.
You go and Laird.
He's got a better matchup.
You go and Laird and giving him a V.
Yeah.
I think that's what you should do.
You got to get Laird. Everyone needs Laird.
If you're ever within range, like I was this week, you just launched. There's players that would leave you with cash and stuff like that, but you just get him.
So Laird and Keys, just on that. So they go Collingwood this week, and then in round 21 and 22, they go West Coast and North Melbourne at home. That is going to be a field day.
Right. Henry in the comments on Facebook is asking thoughts on Cripps to Sinclair. That'll cost 128k. Or
Who
do you
would
go
have thought?
Ware on field
No.
to Kadeen Coleman? So you're upgrading Ware on field to Kadeen Coleman.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've lost it now.
You can't have Ware on your ground.
So
Ware's
Kadeen
gotta-
Coleman and play and keep Cripps.
So
He's got to keep Cripps. Ware had 34 last week.
Yeah.
yeah,
You can't do
no,
that.
he's got to go.
Kadeen
He's gotta
Coleman
go.
should be good too with Daniel Rich still out.
Of course
Look,
he should.
how much do you make from a Whitfield to Coleman?
Yeah, I'll have a quick look,
Like,
Roy.
is that
Yeah.
a desperation
Could be.
move?
You make a good chunk, a good
Do you?
140.
Do you?
Yep.
Well, that's an interesting move for people that still want to try to upgrade someone like Cripps in their midfield. You could still do
You'd
it.
nearly go Salem, though, over Coleman
Don't know.
for 100k.
Don't know. Coleman's form leading
Yes.
into missing was better than Salem.
Yep. He's gone at 96 in his last three.
Gresham to Dylan Moore.
Now, this is interesting.
Dylan Moore is an
in
option.
outstanding form
But
at the moment.
Sam Mitchell. That's what worries me.
129 last week.
And Andrew
106.
Judge, he's got a
in
midfield
his-
role at the moment.
Yeah.
He does.
106 in his last three.
What's his price?
He's 715.
Yep.
Gosh, he's still cheap for his role
I
and
think
what he can do. in
I'd
it.
be okay with a Gresham to him because Gresham you probably want out of your side.
Yeah. So you tick it off if that's...
So, yeah, if that's what you can do and if it helps you out otherwise,
Like, you wouldn't go chasing more, but he's been sensational the last 3 weeks.
I think you can chase him slightly. However, you've just got to know that this may not last as in the role.
Just before his buys, he's
Chad
got some,
Wingard's been ruled out for the rest of the year. Not that he's played in the last few weeks, but
just before his buy there, he's got a 56, a 68, a 60.
That certainly worries me.
It sure would.
Tom wants to know here, Keys and Bailey Dale or Coleman and Brayshaw?
Someone's been looking at the scale. Yes, definitely. The last,
It was a question.
The first one. Keys and Bailey Dale. Yeah.
I didn't mind
Over
the other
Coleman
one.
and Brayshaw. Brayshaw.
Brayshaw's like... This
He's
is... Okay.
uber. He is the highest averaging player in the
This
competition.
is like
Yep.
Unless hopefully he's not talking
what
about
I've
Angus,
been
but
doing
surely he's talking about
compared to what
Andy.
I should have been doing.
Yep.
That's why I don't have any of the top dogs, because I've been doing that first option.
Yep. And you just
think
filled
you-
up with all these.
Yeah. Say it, dog.
Ho-hum.
Yeah.
No, what did you want me to say?
No, anything
right.
derogatory was fine. So, yeah, having Brayshaw, he's just built different.
Yep.
You
He's,
need the
he's
gu-
built very
You
different.
need the guys that are built
Very
different.
proud owner here at the Warn Dogs.
I know.
And he's smug.
Yeah, it's been
Very
gross
smug.
since he got him.
That's good. Brad wants to know, Gone, Marshall or Riley O'Brien?
Oh, another guy
I like Gone
It's got to be Max.
because you think that he's going to be the guy. Don't worry about that 70 last week.
Yeah.
Second half is where that
He
wasn't
dropped off
good.
massively.
But he's got great matchup this week.
He sure
against
does.
Port Adelaide, no
Yep.
guys, and
Look, it's
I
Max.
think it's good next week too.
Sometimes, and I need to take my own advice with this sort of thing sometimes. Sometimes you just need to take a step back and
Yes.
go, what am I even asking here?
Yeah.
That's Max.
Yeah.
That's like the number one ruck in the comp.
Yeah.
That's where you're going.
Yeah, so he goes Port Adelaide this week, and he'll go against Tim English in the next, Sean Darcy, and then Grundy will be back after that, you would assume. So he does have a decent Yeah, they are a little bit tough, but it's still Max gone.
Now, I think Bales is just bragging here. We're down to Carmichael or Cully. Who would you go out of those two?
I think you go the guy that's played.
Yeah.
I'd be going with Carmichael.
All right.
Unless you need the coin.
And then go Whitfield to Andy Brayshaw. Yes. So
delicious.
That's just, that is almost bragging there, Bales.
That is Bales.
Hey, Bales. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's what we're
Good
for,
on you,
mate.
mate.
Jack wants to know this one.
He's never bragged.
Never. Because I haven't had much to brag about this year. Now, Jack wants to know Doc and Keys as a combo.
Yeah,
or Mills and Dawson.
Ooh.
Goodness.
Mills and Dawson.
I like the Mills and Dawson.
Got to go Mills and Dawson there.
Yeah.
As much as Doc entrenched at number one.
Yeah. Dawson's not far
He
behind.
finished the game
He might
well
even
on
be
the
number
weekend
2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
yeah.
Lauren,
that's good.
Steele and Sinclair. So go on the Sake combo. Or Keys and Doherty. I think it's Steele and Sinclair for me.
I'm Keys and Doherty. I'm all in on Keys at the moment.
I'm with you on that one, Dog.
Oh, you're both wrong.
Keys. I like Keys too. He was in my initial trade plans. Now, I probably don't want him.
Okay.
Because I can't get him. Or I could instead of Steele. But, geez, who knows what I'm going to do now. This is tough. No Thursday night game tonight.
It's a bit more relaxing.
It is more relaxing. However, it's now just going, I prefer to almost make some decision under pressure and go, done, and then I can't do anything else.
So you can't get Keys thanks to Lockie. It's ironic, isn't it?
Good one, Roy.
Thanks.
Yeah, very good at what you do, aren't you?
That would have gone over a lot of heads out there, Roy.
Oh, definitely.
That was next level
Nearly went
humour.
over my own.
Have you got it?
I was confused.
Cal?
Yeah, because he's a locksmith. Yeah.
Lockie, yeah.
Keep going.
Right. Okay,
I'm here
David
all
wants to
night,
know
boys.
English or Bailey Smith in the forward line. Could you go Bailey Smith first up?
I think we need to see him, don't we? He's going to come out on
He's
fire.
going to be good.
He's going to be good. It's
Think
still,
about how he started the start of the year.
Yeah.
it's still English for me.
Yeah, I'd still go English.
English is going at 111 this year.
He had a very tentative return last week too.
did.
You must say.
Still got a 99.
And still got a 99. So that's the big thing in his favour. He'll be so much better, I think, for a run under his belt.
Yep. Tough matchup, though, against the Ryder-Marshall combo.
It is a tough match.
All right, Manny is listening along here. Short for, so this is luxury one if you're getting rid of Short, for Doherty or Sinclair. Who would it be, Doherty or Sinclair?
It's Doc.
Doc.
Has to be Doc.
Okay, or would you go Tom Mitchell for Brayshaw or Steele? I think you're gaining more out of Tom Mitchell to Brayshaw and Steele at the moment.
Yeah, I agree.
Just
that midfield. What's he done for you though, Roy?
No,
Tom
I'm not
Mitchell.
sticking up for him. I'm sticking up for Doc and not sticking up for Short.
Okay.
There's significant difference.
Short, what's he go at?
From here on?
Yep.
I'll give him low 90s.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say
93.
high 80s.
And so then what does Doc go?
110 minimum.
Okay, so let's call that 20.
All right, good round.
Brayshaw and Tom Mitchell.
85.
For Tom Mitchell.
Yeah.
Brayshaw 140.
I'll give him 115, even
Brayshaw
that's enough.
115,
Yeah.
so that's the correct answer then.
Yeah, Brayshaw.
Yep.
And you're also bringing in a captain option.
Holmes is flagging something for you, Cal. Ryan Clark to go to Brayshaw and tag him.
Let's hope so.
I did look at that. The problem there is
See your true
Clark
colours
went-
shining through, Destroy.
No, you were horrible with your reply to me.
it was
on
a back
social media
tag
today.
last time. It was
you
a
saw Casey Chambers seeing that at Gone South in 2001 or whatever.
Wow,
Do you want me to answer your
that
question?
gave me confidence that day that I could become a singer.
Do you want me to answer your question?
Right.
There's no reason to stress on the tag for Brayshaw.
Right.
So last week, it was Clark went to Bailey Dale. He could have gone to McRae. He could have gone to Treloar. He could have gone to any of the gun midfielders there.
Yeah.
Instead, he went to a back tag. Why would you go to, well, because I guess Brayshaw is the number one man
There's
in
no
their tag.
one back there.
I just
tag.
don't think Brayshaw can be tagged.
Right.
And even if he does, he gets double-figure tackles.
Yes, he does.
It's
work.
okay.
He does continue.
I'm
to
all
work
right
hard.
with it.
Okay, on Twitter here, Noah Franks wants to know Parker or Taranto.
Okay. Roy, you're all in on the Taranto train.
Well, yeah, but Parker's he probably feels safer. No, I'm Taranto. I'm definitely Taranto. Yeah.
Yep.
Who are you?
I think I'm with Taranto as well, out of those guys.
Yeah. I've seen enough the last 2 weeks from Timmy. Timmy overcame a bit of a patchy start, I thought, the other night to still get the ton. And I just think at the start of the year, he was vying for number one ranking in the Roland 22. and I'm going to back him in. He's fit again.
Yeah, agree.
That's my guy.
Right, you mentioned it before here. Mick, you said, or Calvin, that's your real name.
Yeah.
Mick's your other name. Cully or Carmichael? Who do you want?
Cully or
You
Carmichael?
said Carmichael because he's played.
I think that ticks him over the line.
I'm going Cully there.
Yeah.
Save a bit of money.
Just milk the cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does save you about 20 odd, 30.
Yeah, and like they're both just as likely as each other to get dropped. Save the cash.
All right. I'm still Carmichael.
Robbo's just, what do we do with Whitfield? We've sort of covered it a bit, but it's a definite trade.
Look,
100%
it's not
it's a
only
trade.
just a trade. It is straight to the never again list.
Yeah, and
there we go. I've
Start
called it.
writing
It's
another
happening.
verse, Cal.
It's like, don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Whitfield,
I
reckon you
can't
can
believe it's come
get
to
something
this.
that rhymes with wit for your song. That'll
I
be
reckon I
really,
can.
really good.
You'll have to Google it.
I know.
Find words that
Yeah,
rhyme.
yeah. No, he has to be traded, 100%. It's whether or not you go down to a cheap option, which would be your Salem straight swap to a Dale, or you go up to the big dog.
Yeah.
You don't stuff around with this anymore. You go up.
I'll find a way to stuff around.
You
with
go
it.
up to
Once
the-
I crunch some numbers and some names.
Yeah.
I will find a way to stuff this.
Go
up.
to the biggest dog you can.
Now, Cal, you like a little bit of Taranto, or Roy likes it more there, but Taranto or Duncan?
I'm Taranto.
Yeah,
I'm Duncan.
Yeah,
I'm a
now-
Duncan lover.
The flag is there. Does he get a rest in the next couple of weeks?
That's my worry.
Very much so.
100% it is.
Yep.
Now, if you cop that on a week where, you don't get any other injuries, it's not that big a deal with two trades a week. And you can't help but notice that he is benefiting at the moment.
Tom Stewart.
With Tom Stewart out.
Yep. So what's he got, another week?
Yeah, week or maybe two.
can't
So he's
count
lapping
that
that up at the moment. So over the next 2 weeks, it's probably Duncan. Over the course of the rest of the year, I feel like Taranto.
You might have to trade.
Yeah.
But you may not.
You may not, exactly right. Risk it for the biscuit. But I'm playing a safe bet on that one.
120 in his last three.
Yeah, machine.
Yeah, on fire.
Steve wants to know here, Oliver, let's rank these guys, Steele or Mills? Well, Cow's Mills over Steele, your Steele over Mills.
Where do you sit?
I sit with Steele.
Okay.
Took, does he go ahead of either of those?
No, he doesn't.
Zach Merritt, does he go ahead of either of those?
No, he
two?
doesn't.
Brayshaw, does he go ahead of those other two?
He goes way ahead of both of them.
Yep. So Brayshaw's the man.
There's only one better than Brayshaw at the moment, and that's Laird.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brayshaw's just even got that little bit more of a ceiling, maybe.
Yeah. He's in the built different category.
He is.
Built
Without a doubt.
different.
Yeah, he is.
144 last week, right?
He just continues to work and work and work. Yep.
Which is why he can't be tagged.
Yep, gun.
So there's your definitive answer, I guess, on who to get there out of that. Hopper's inclusion, how does that affect GWS? He plays midfield,
Yeah.
bit forward.
Yeah. So he's actually going to come straight into a significant midfield role.
Yes.
So that is a great question because people will get bumped out.
Yep.
Now, who it is, unfortunately, because I hadn't even thought of that, Taranto will be one of the bigger ones affected by this because he's not going to move Cornelio to a mainly forward or anything like that. But Hopper is going to get his fair piece of the pie in the CBAs.
I'm just wondering if guys, so like looking at CBAs last week, so Lockie Ash was in there 17% of the time. Tanner Bruin even did 11%. Himmelberg must have been in there rucking for his 17%.
Yeah.
So even Taranto there at 33% of the CBAs. I don't know how much he gets bumped. I think he just takes the top off the other guys there.
Yeah, okay. I think he'll go down slightly.
And the other thing is, though, Josh Kelly's been in the guts more than he ever has. So his last two, he's 83% and 64%.
Right.
At the start of the year, Kelly was in there, 40 to 50%. So maybe he gets bumped out.
He might get a little slice off too.
I think he will.
So it's a definite...
It's a problem.
It's a good question because he goes straight in the guts.
Too
He'll
right,
be
he does.
right up there in the top 2 or 3 CBAs at the end of next round.
Too right.
Kyle has just messaged here saying, clip the audio of Cowan saying there's no danger of Brayshaw getting a tag for the podcast on Monday.
Oh.
I reckon there's a massive chance the tag between either Clark or Rowbottom as well.
No, not going to happen. I'm telling you right now. And
The form that you're in,
and
Cal.
I know captains.
the form that you're in. Well, good luck with all of your moves this week. We are up to round 18. 6 weeks to go. Head to afl.com.au and open up the AFL Live app on Friday. You'll be able to find Calvin's Fantasy Ready article.
Yep, it's a good one, dog.
We'll also have our preview video where we'll talk about our trades, which we need to, we'll sort of been a bit smart earlier. Where we're going, let's write them in so we can be ready to do this. Yeah. Throw that out. Okay, we do not do that again.
No, we never
do.
Because I
was so happy with those moves.
See, there's a good point for a lot of people at home. Don't be organised.
Don't be organised.
No, don't plan ahead.
For the first time
don't be organised.
in a long time, we were able to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. 6 weeks to go. Good luck. Stay across all the socials so that you've got all the news. And hopefully your team fires in round 18.
18.
That's where we are. Thanks, guys. See ya.